All right, hey girl, did you get your wine? That's right. Cheers. It's time for another 5-minute or less conversation between you and I. I being Rika, so that equals Eureka. I'm so corny, right? You know what that means, right? Like, we're a good idea. All right, let's move on. So today's shout out is gonna go to Sarah, who sent me a message on Facebook. And she let me know that she had been reading my blog, and actually a lot. Like, listen to her message. I was so touched. Oh, man. Hey, love. I feel like your blog was almost custom made for me. You're doing the things that I need to do. You're connecting to God. You're traveling solo. You're writing. You're finding your purpose. You're helping others. And then she put in parentheses, me. And you're being real about it. And maybe I need to do the very same thing. Keep it coming. I'll be reading. I'm 4 days into this whole separating divorce saga thing, as in still living here in this marital home, yet living as roommates with the person I hoped would be my lifelong partner. It sucks, but with your blog, my family, and a whole lot of self-work ahead, I'm gonna be okay. Welcome to another episode of Singleness is Not a Punishment, where I remind you that self-awareness is your superpower. Go Sarah, go Sarah, go Sarah. I love messages like this, okay? I don't love that she's going through a divorce. Like, stuff like that hurts when you think, this is it. I found the love of my life. Yay, the Disney movie's all right. And then you turn around 2 months later, 2 years later, 5 years later, 15 years later. I know people who, I don't know them. But people, you hear those stories, people have been married 20, 30 years and they still get a divorce. That hurts. So not happy that she's going through that, but I'm happy that she now has this connection, right? So as my mission says, I want to be your light. I want to encourage you despite my weaknesses. So I love that she knows that I'm being real, and that it is embarrassing. That's where the realness is, right? Like, I'm telling you stories and I'm sharing, which is embarrassing, but it's helping women like her. I just heard Devon Franklin say that transparency, is that how you say it? Transparency leads to transformation. Transformation for me and transformation for you as well, the person that I am connecting with, and it happens to be you, girl. So I think that she sent me this message after reading my blog that I titled Single, okay? So if you don't know, had a boyfriend, I thought he was it. It was a boy that came along 15 years ago. We knew each other, dated, broke up after like 8 months, but we were only 18 and 19, right? Came back 15 years later, said that he realized I was the one, blah, blah, blah. Started talking marriage and all of this, even told my parents he wasn't going anywhere. If you listen to my radio show, I called him Mystery Lance. Then Christmas Eve, that began our breakup. It took about 2 weeks to basically break up. And I knew it was coming as soon as he said out of his mouth, I don't know if I'm the guy for you. I knew it was coming. And this is how I start this blog titled Single, which of course you can read the whole thing at justmerika.com. I started it with single, and I don't feel punished. Get it? Because singleness is not a punishment. Okay, I gotta hurry up because we only got like 2 minutes left. Okay, I said single, and I don't feel punished. Why? Because I decided almost 2 years ago that my next relationship would not alter the joy I had within myself. I went into this relationship fully knowing who I was and that my happiness was not because a he was present. So unfortunately, I was taken on a ride I didn't sign up for. Am I angry? Yep. But time will heal all wounds. So again, if you want to read that full blog, if you need somebody to relate to, you just got your heart snatched out of your chest. I'm here for you, girl. I'm here to be your light. I'm here to show you that you can survive. I actually cried about this relationship. Here we are now, February 25th, I think. And again, remember, this happened Christmas Eve all the way till about the first weekend of January. So I'm a month and a half, a little 2 months removed. And I cried last week about it because I just got angry again. Like, yo, I was literally minding my business. Got a text out of nowhere from my first love. And then we started on this train of kind of getting back together, reconciling, starting the flame up again. He literally moved from DC to Seattle. For me, he says, didn't ask him. And then boom, Christmas Eve blew up my whole spot. What the hell did I just go through? And so that's where the tears came from. But I know God catches every single one of my tears, and that's okay. It's okay to know in that moment, feel it. I'm lonely, I'm sad, I'm angry, whatever that is, you feel that and let it out. I had to let it out because we're not messing up this brain and body and all that. Stress, sadness, all of that causes a whole bunch of sickness, okay? And I believe that letting it out and then moving on with your day is better than holding it in, okay? So don't get sick crying over a dude while holding it in and not crying. There we go. Don't get sick not crying over a guy. Cry, girl, let it out. You'll move on, I promise. As the days pass, it does get better. So I'm proud of Sarah, and I hope she keeps me informed on how she's doing, and I hope that my blog will definitely help her. So again, if you want to read my blog, and let me know if you read it, it is up, justmerika.com. I'll see you next Tuesday.